my goodness. I wanted colder weather and I got what I asked for. It's freezing. It is like 30, I don't know, 30 something right now, which still may not be the coldest ever, and I know it's not, but like I also have chills really bad. I'll tell you why in the video. We'll talk about that. But so it's like freezing to me. I'm gonna hurry up and get in, and I'll talk to you guys in a second.
So we got a switcheroo for you guys today. This time she's getting the jokes. Why did the vampire read the newspaper?
Vampire read the newspaper. I don't know.
Because he heard it had great circulation.
That's good. That's a good one.
Where did it go? Where do ghosts go on vacation?
The Bahamas.
That's actually better than the answer. Malibu.
They're both good.
You gonna come say hi to everybody? You in a good mood tonight, huh? Are you in a better mood tonight? You were so grumpy last night, huh? You feeling better? Being a little less of a diva dog tonight? You're always a diva dog, aren't you? Say, I rule this house. Not my mom or dad or Damon. Just me. Don't itch. No itching. Hey, 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 no itching. Hey, brat dog. You want mom to get out of your face and go make some videos? Yeah, sound like a plan? Say bye, everybody. Say bye. You gonna at least look at me? Hey, over here, you gonna look at everybody? Say bye.
Hey guys, it's Heather, the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Today is Sunday, October 24th. 1 week from Halloween, guys. 31st is next Sunday. I'm so not ready, but I'm officially on vacation. Oh, getting ahead of myself. Which makes this Vlogtober 2021, day 24. So how are you guys doing? For me, it is still my Saturday night, of course. You know, I do them after I get home so that I have them uploaded for you the next day. And I just finished my last day of work before my vacation, which I'm officially on. Yay! You got spirit fingers for that. Oh, spirit fingers. See what I did there? Anyway. If that didn't give it away, guess what? I am sick. Of course, my last vacation, got sick. At least I waited till the end of that one to get sick. Of course, that one was when I got COVID. So that sucks. But, or sucked, I should say, because I am over it, obviously. If you watch my show. I guess it feels like a show if I've done an episode every day, right? If you watch my videos, you know that I obviously have gotten over it. Excuse me, gotten over it. I've been back to work, etc. But what I'm actually sick from, I don't even, like, it isn't like a virus that I have. I went and got my second vaccine shot because without getting into the politicalness of any of it, because I'm not a very, well, you know, I've had this discussion before where my grandma taught me 3 things you don't really talk about in public are politics, religion, and how much money you make. So, I mean, not even for political reasons, I just hadn't been vaccinated. Honestly, it was more out of laziness, to be fully honest. We just hadn't done it. Like, I have some friends who are straight up anti-vaxxers, but we're not. I don't judge people either way. Like, you don't want it, that's fine. You stand behind it, that's fine. You're on the fence, that's fine. But I just hadn't. Like, David and Damon, we just hadn't. And then Damon and I got really sick. Thankfully, David never got it at all. But and I got my first, like, I literally got out of quarantine, and when I had been in the ER for my COVID, they said we suggest getting it even while you still have it. And I was like, I don't want to leave my quarantine and go anywhere and possibly get anyone sick. Like, I don't want to do that. They were not offering it to me at the hospital where I already was, and I didn't want to go into like a pharmacy or whatnot and, reintroduce it to somebody else. So, like, I literally got out of my out of my quarantine, and like the next couple of days I went and got it. Because I was just like, I never want that again. Like, I think I had told you that I ended up in the ER because I had been so dehydrated. They couldn't find my veins. They stabbed me like 19 times. My last bruise is the one you guys had probably seen, and I don't even know if this will pick up on camera because it's pretty much healed up. It's right here. Yeah, it's right here. But it's all but gone. But I mean, it was real bad. And I had them just all over the place. I had them up here and everywhere. And they were trying to explain to me that, like, your vein should look like this or whatever. And because of how dehydrated I've been, even though I drank water, it was like this instead. So it was basically flat. And they just could not get, and at the end of the day, they still, after 19 pokes, couldn't get enough blood. The doctor finally came in and he was like, unless you choose for it to really, really hurt going in here or here, and he gave me a couple options. He's like, I'm satisfied with us not getting enough for this last test. And he told me like which one it was. And I was like, I really don't want it. Like, I've never been one to be, I never shied away. I don't know how to word it. Like, needles don't make me squeamish. Getting my blood drawn doesn't make me squeamish. I guess that's a good way to put it. It has never bothered me. I'm not saying like I go out and I love that or anything like that. But never bothered me. Hardly ever even hurts. I hardly ever know it. It's not something I'm sensitive to. Put it that way, I guess. But after the 19th time plus the IV, which where the IV is, and you can't see anything here, but oh my gosh, the other day I pushed on this and it's still really sensitive. Like, it still hurts. I've never, like, when I went in for both of my surgeries and everything else, I've never had the IV site hurt after the fact. Like, after the anesthetic wore off, it never bothered me again. And obviously, while I was on anesthetic, I didn't know if it bothered me. But I'm rambling now, but I thought I wouldn't either. I was like, I don't feel that great. I just want to go in and talk a little bit, and this is going to end up being ridiculously short, and it still might be kind of short for me. I'm pretty long-winded, I know. But anyway, so my long story short is I didn't like go out and catch a cold from anywhere. I got my second shot, and these are definitely the side effects. Like, one of my friends had gotten it, and he's like, that's exactly what happened to me. So, he recommended a couple nights of NyQuil, and then he said he was good to go. So, in theory, it's going to be clearing up, because this was yesterday, and I had it last night. I started getting like the side effects last night, late at night too. I got the shot in the early afternoon, and I didn't start feeling icky until quite late at night. And then today was just awful. Like I can't stay warm. Right before work I had just started getting a little bit of a fever even, but that very well could have been because I was so cold. I was like sitting in front of my little space heater and it wasn't like a skin one. It was still like the thermometer in the mouth thing, but I feel like that was it. But I still took Tylenol, and all of the ones at work, which are the better, you know, forehead temperature things, those were all fine. So I think it was just a fluke from the space heater being so close. I don't think I had an actual temperature, but I just feel it. And I have like awful aches and pains from it. Just like I ache everywhere. I messaged my friend that had gone through it. Like I woke up and took a shower and I messaged him and I was like, even my hair hurts. Like everything hurts. But I'm sure it'll be better. Anyway, I'm whiny. I know I'm whiny. I think I'm only so whiny because then I chose to go to work, and they, like, my friend Joe was like, partway through the night, he's like, just go home, and like Damon was like, just go home, like we're fine, go home. And I'm so stubborn. I was like, I know I'm not contagious, and this is my last day before vacation, and I like money, and I'm good. But like me doing that, of course, I was miserable, and it felt like it just like made everything worse. You know how it goes. So I probably should have went home and went to bed. But I'm home now, and after I chit chat with you guys for a bit, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, I don't think I'm even gonna crochet tonight. Probably go to bed and watch a couple videos until the NyQuil kicks in. But today when I got up, I had a couple hours before work, like after my shower, and I didn't crochet today either. I did get quite a bit of my shawl done last night, and I'll show you in a second. But I literally came downstairs and wrapped up in a blanket and turned on Stranger Things, and I burritoed myself up, and that's all I did. Like, I dozed off for a minute, and good thing I didn't doze off too long. But I got to work on time. I got Damon to work on time since we worked together, so we were good. But yeah, so that was my fun, exciting day. But I survived. I survived my work, and yeah, everything was good. Damon did you guys' jokes today. I was so proud of him because he's like, what do I do? Like, he was wanting to do it, but he's like, what do I say? It was cute. So I was like, do you want me to do an intro for you? And he's like, no, I can get it. So it was cute. Hopefully you guys liked them. And I mean, I'm still in this mood where I want to crochet everything. I just literally don't feel like it tonight. So I can't imagine I'm going to do a lot more. But let me show you what I got done last night on this shawl. I did decide to stick with it, and I like the way it's turning out. When I showed it to you, it was not that big, right? Look how floppy, look how floppy this ball of yarn is. So I got quite a bit done. And I lied to you. I did not bring in that creamy white yarn. I'll have to bring it tomorrow, because if I feel better, like I assume that I will work on this more, and I will get done with this color section tomorrow and move on to the cream, so you'll see it. But there are basically, with the Calypso shawl, there are 4 parts, 4 sections, and they're labeled like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And I finished part 3 last night before I went to bed. I think I was only on part 1 when I showed you guys. I think. I can't remember for sure which part I was on. I know when I had said I talked to Dean and I was crocheting on it, I only was on part 1. So I think that's where I was when I showed you. But here is part 1, 2, and 3. And it's so gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh. I love this pattern anyway. Like, this is like a go-to pattern for me now. But I cannot imagine this yarn being anything else but this. If I had enough to make a pretty sizable shawl in this, I would not add the cream in at all. I would just use this because, oh my gosh, like, look at it. But I think after the next part is part 4, and after that I'm going to switch and do a whole part in cream. And then I'm going to switch and do another whole rotation in, so there'll be 3 rotations of parts 1 through 4. So it'll be like this color, and then cream for 1 through 4, and then 1 through 4 of this, which by then it should be so big that it should take up most of the yarn that I have left. And it should be, like I said, pretty sizable at that point. I guess if it doesn't take up most of my yarn, I'll have decisions to make as to how many parts of what to do, because I plan to just kind of use the yarn up as much as I can on it. But isn't that gorgeous? Like, I love it so much. I love the way the colors are falling, and like, I know they're not going to continue to fall the exact same way. But, well, maybe they will, because they're short color changes. And then they'll be broken up by cream in the middle. I'm in love with this. So, yeah, that's what I worked on. And, I plan to be better tomorrow. And, Damon and I have a couple errands to run, usually on Sundays, which is David's first day off. He ends up sleeping in, catching up on sleep. Which sounds great to me. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, it sounds great to me. But even if I sleep in, I'll be up before he is because of his schedule. So while he's sleeping, Damon and I have a couple errands to run, including going to at least one of the stores that we go to for groceries, if not both of them. Probably dependent on how I do feel, but I just plan to feel better. And yeah, I'm hoping to take you guys with me and show off some of the Halloween stuff before it's way too gone. Probably Meijer's, because Meijer's had more of it already than Walmart did. Like, there was more of it, and it was way less picked through. Like, they either restocked it or they just didn't sell as much of it, whatever the case may be. So, plus you guys, most of you guys have Walmarts in your area as compared to Meijer's, I think. So, I know not all of you do, especially those of you lovelies in other countries. I think there are Walmarts, though, in other countries, right? Even if they're called something else. I can't remember. I feel like there are. Like, even if they're not called Walmart, it's still part of Walmart. And not every country, but I feel like some countries do have some. Because I feel like David had said at some point he could have transferred to a couple of other countries if he had wanted to. Which would be exciting depending on the country, right? So, anywho. But yeah, that's really all I have and all my plans tomorrow. Maybe on our errands, since David and I went to the pumpkin farm. I know Damon wants to get a pumpkin, and maybe we'll head over there and he can pick one out for himself also before too many are gone. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I am gonna go, and hopefully this won't be too terribly long with the other clips added in, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And I love you. I love you so much. You know that I do. I hope you know that I do. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.